What's up, YouTube? Hudson Fan 15, back with another mail day. I've had a ton of stuff going on in the last week and a half. Just no time to make videos. Either I'm in bed nursing health problems, or I'm out running around. Just car problems, getting my taxes squared away. Found out my company screwed me this year on the federal. Taking care of my parents' house while they went away for their 30th anniversary. Just very minimal time for doing much of anything. But I did get to go to a couple of places, so I'll give you a little recap. We were originally scheduled to go to my cousin's for dinner, and that got canceled because they were sick. So we ended up just getting out of the house just for the sake of getting out of the house, and I was going to try to make a video on Saturday, but then this happened. So we ended up in like Brookfield, up near where P-Sun's 12 lives, up in the northwestern end of the state, and went to a place called Generosa Records, neat little place, and pulled this out of their used CDs, Norma Jean's "Oh God, the Aftermath." I've got some other stuff by Norma Jean. I did not have that full album. I think I had one or two songs off of it. I enjoyed it. I listened to it at work Sunday. Speaking of work, my schedule is changing starting Monday the 28th. I'm going to be doing 3 to 11. I don't like it, and I'm going to be all over people, from supervisors on up to account managers, to get me off it as soon as humanly possible. But I was basically given the choice of take that assignment or get laid off and run the risk that you won't be able to collect unemployment because you refused an assignment. So I'm going to do what I got to do. This is about what about the summary of things. Did make it to Mike's. Luckily, Mike's card store, Mike's Cards and Collectibles in East Haven, Connecticut, is right close to where my wife's grandmother lives, so I have an excuse to be down that end. And so I went in and saw Mike. He had waiting for me a 2010 Donruss Elite Pierre Garçon base, Donruss Greats in 2005 Tim Hudson base, 2007 Topps Heritage Chrome, 1499 of 1958, rare instances of him batting, and this one that we both shook our head at. Why would anybody get this card graded, especially if you look at the corners on the back of it? It's a black border, and there's noticeable white. BCCG9, maybe the second BCCG9 I've ever seen. It's like they give away 10s. 2001 Upper Deck Legends base card, number 7 of Tim Hudson. Just that so you can see the grade there. And then I don't know how well it's going to show up, but there's some noticeable white along those corners. So it's a weird card. It's an oddball thing. You guys know I dig that, so there you go. Also got a couple of magnetics. Got one more MMA card coming in addition to this one. Picked this up after his big win, and I was told at UFC 128 he will get a title shot against Mauricio Shogun Rua. Unfortunately, he beat Ryan Bader, who I thought if anybody had a chance to beat him, it'd be Darth Vader. But John Bones Jones from Leaf MMA. I was trying to get one of the Topps ones, but they were selling for $5 to $10 more, and I finally got frustrated and just went ahead and grabbed that one. So I also got more great card sleeves this weekend. Next up, got this stupid cheap 14 of 39 2003 Donruss Recollection Collection on-card autograph of Hudson. I think I paid like $6 or $7, which is ridiculous. The guy had, when I won it, I think the guy had like 2 feedback, and it shot up to like 20 since then, but still, that's not a lot. So that's a nice one. eBay seller that finally starting to get it. This is how the card was sent, folks. That'll with the sevens flap. With the sevens flaps here. So inside a padded mailer with the rigid cardboard and 7s flaps. Folks, if you have any doubt that this community is strong, that this community has influence over our hobby, and specifically how we buy things in our hobby, that your money talks and that your complaints to sellers are heard, I think that's pretty good evidence that all of those statements are true, that we are having an effect on our own buying experience. So I would encourage people that if stuff's not shipped properly, voice your complaint. Say something about it, because that's the only thing that's going to get anything changed. Because money talks. 17 of 25, 2003 Leaf Limited jersey autograph of Hudson. So thoroughly pleased with that seller, that shipping job there. One of the most ridiculous patches I think that'll be in my collection. 7 of 25, 2009 Upper Deck Spectrum. I think I've got like 3 or 4 others of these, but I think this one's probably the best. Spectrum swatches, I think that's the gold. Tim Hudson, so that's 1, 2, 3 colors and 5 distinct breaks. Moving on to the Colts PC. If you're not subscribed, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, to Motown Philly Squeepa 21, please go do so right now. Obviously, a lot of you guys who didn't know about him knew about him from the care package he sent me, Christmas gift he sent me with the mouse pad. He's got the similar patch from Michael Turner for his Turner PC recently from this same set. It's a 2009 Playoff Absolute Memorabilia Tools of the Trade Pro Bowl event-worn prime jersey, and it's a little smidgen of the S, the whole letter T, and about half of the letter A from the star in All-Star. I was astonished at what I won that card for. And, people sometimes will hate on the All-Star stuff, the Pro Bowl stuff, because it's not, from their regular team jersey or whatever. But when you're a single-player collector like I am, or a single-team collector for the Colts, for example, there's not a lot of nice Colts patches. I think indynoodle, Ryan, who's got a package coming up a little bit later, was talking about this. It's just, they don't exist. It's blue and white cut one way, blue and white cut another way, blue and white cut a different way. There's only so many variations unless you get like that Manning that I have, the rare commemorative. So this is a nice change of pace as far as I'm concerned. So good job Panini on that one. And you guys are probably getting sick of seeing these by now. I can't believe they keep coming up. I can't believe that Upper Deck actually made this many of them, and I definitely can't believe that they wouldn't answer my email to answer the question, exactly how the hell many of these are there? Because once I have 6 of them, and then on eBay I can go and get another 2008 SPX Reggie Wayne base card number 67, 1/1 parallel. This one reading Wayne has 494 career receptions. To make 7 of those, I think the question needs to be answered. Exactly how the hell many are these? Now, how many of them are out there? How many of these, I guess, to use what they put on the baseball version, we'll call them memorable moments, just for a lack of other description. How many memorable moments are there out there? For any given player, and I'm sure they're all different. And there's a ton of guys in that set. And finally, from eBay, I submitted this guy as one of my recommended sellers to Authentic Sports Card Jason's contest that he recently did. Cards 47 is the eBay. And he put up a card that I have between the raw and graded copies, about 5 or 6 of already. There's a 2000 SPX Young Stars on-card autograph, 880 out of 1500 of Tim Hudson. And he was a little high versus what I've paid in the past. And he arguably he was where he should have been, for where this card currently goes now. I know that I've paid less for this card in the past, but he said, "I tell you what, since you bought from me before, and I don't know if you watched the eBay, watched the mail day or whatever else." He said, "I've got this Tim Hudson 2008 Moments and Milestones card, autograph card, that has some smudges on the back of it, and I don't feel right about selling it. So I'll just give it to you if you buy this one." So I thought that was fantastic of him. So here is the card in question. That's how he shipped it. In a brand new, spotless, Ultra Pro Magnetic. And here is the... here's the other one. I had to pull the card out again now to try to figure out where these smudges were on the back of the card. You have to hold the card in a certain way at a certain light to see these three very small smudges, and the most noticeable of which is down here in the middle, right under the Topps logo. That works for me. I agree with him that he didn't want to risk selling it to somebody, having them get it and saying, creating a problem with him, that it wasn't worth his time. And so I appreciate him doing that, very much so. So unfortunately, he did not make it on the site yet, and I'm hoping Jason, if you do happen to see this, that you will reconsider and add him to the site. One of my other sellers did make it. And the one, Jason, that you put up in that wing of your site, which is forsalebytubers.com, the number forsalebytubers.com, or Tubers on the Bay is what it's known as. I was going to suggest Evolution Sports Marketing, but I decided not to because I figured everybody was going to suggest them because they're so friggin' huge. So they did cross my mind. Alright. Next up... let's see, it has been a few days since I've gotten this package. Noah, and I want to say this is Green Monster Mania. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Green Monster Mania 2. I've messaged you a couple of times, buddy. If this isn't, please let me know. Noah Carter. And it's, "Hey bud, thanks for the trade. Hope we can trade again. I like your cards. Thanks." Noah Carter, John 3:16, 25 out of 75. It's the index card. Interesting shipping methods. And I'll leave it at that. But he basically just said, "Hey, do you have one of these yet?" And I said no. And he's like, "Okay, well, let me send it to you, and we'll do whatever." So I'll send you back something for it. But I asked a couple of people that were going to shows if they could look for one of these, and nobody found one. So 2011 Topps Tim Hudson base card. My first 2011 card of his. So he put all kinds of... let me move this here. He put all kinds of artwork. I'm going to try to see if I can do this. Tom with the Colts thing, and the Colts all the way, and so that is massive YouTube PC right there. Speaking of which, all those storage bins, well, those 6 stacked sliding storage drawers, not the big blue thing on top, all of that is all YouTube PC. So I have a huge storage area in my apartment dedicated to the YouTube PC. Now I'm going to probably start consolidating that, do an electronic database of everybody's addresses, and just maybe keep signatures and index cards and things like what Noah sent me. But for right now, that's where I'm at, and then I'll end up using that space for something else anyway. But next up is Free Agent Sports. John, John said he just wanted to send this my way. He pulled it and thought I would appreciate it. 2010 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor, numbered 28 out of 50. Get that back up there. Of Hudson. And he did the here you go, Bud Enjoy. He did the padded mailer inside the non-padded mailer bit, which is very creative, good reuse of a bubble mailer, and I encourage recycling when it comes to shipping supplies wherever possible. So I appreciate that, John. His link will be in the description box as well. Next up, Paul, Covelli Cards Are Us. I was watching one of Puff Bear's videos, Puff Bear 359, fellow Connecticut card collector, and he had gotten some things in from Paul, so I subscribed to Paul and made a video, if you guys remember, for his weekly raffle, which he's got another one going on. He posts it every Monday morning, and it's either ends either Thursday nights or Friday mornings. So get yours. I say just to be safe, get your entries in by Thursday morning, and if you're a brand new subscriber, if you've never subscribed to Covelli Cards Are Us, go in, hit subscribe, I'm in, comment on that video. Get for this week, it's week 9. We'll get you one spot, and then the following week, so it'd be week 10 if you haven't subscribed to him, to join. You can't do an I'm in. You got to do a video response to that video, and that'll get you 3 spots. So every week, the new subscribers get 1 spot. The video responses get 3 spots. And this is going to be for Trader for Sale. Prize, one of the nicer ones out of the raffles I've seen him do. Number 48A. I don't know if that has any significance. 48A-OJM 2009. I'm assuming this is 0910. Bowman. O.J. Mayo autograph. That is terrible glare. O.J. Mayo autograph. So, Paul, I appreciate that very much. So go check out his weekly raffles. Subscribe to his channel. And if you got any Yankee stuff you're looking to move, some Brewer stuff. Matt Kenseth from NASCAR, like Drew, Dolphin Fanatic. If you've got excess NASCAR stuff and any of it's Matt Kenseth, hit him up. He is a NASCAR fan. And definitely go ahead and give him a sub. So I appreciate that, Paul. Next up is from a break from Chris at the Hobby Box, Sith Lord Pat. Patrick, I appreciate that, sir. I guess he had some weather down there. He lives in Texas, so obviously we all heard about the weather that went on surrounding the Super Bowl, so it was no big deal that it took a little while to get here, but I appreciate it. This is going to be the last card of this guy that I'm going to purchase unless I can get something stupid cheap, because he's now no longer with the team. 2008 Upper Deck Premier Remnants 4-piece jersey, 1 of 15, and autograph inscribed number 21, Bob Sanders. Now, I've been a pretty vocal critic of his for a while now, that they continue to pay him what they were paying him and him not playing. I'm not as crazy happy about it as Ryan, indynoodle, whose package is coming up next, I believe. But yeah, because I respect the crap out of what he did for us the Super Bowl year, 2007 Defensive Player of the Year. But there comes a point with guys where if they just can't, and I really hope they're going to get to that point with Anthony Gonzalez soon, when a guy just proves that he can't stay healthy playing full speed in the pros, you got to cut bait with him. And if it's an isolated thing, if it's something that he's going to break out of eventually, and you may kick yourself sometimes, but I mean that's a roster spot and a bunch of money that can be used for other things. When you got a guy like Melvin Bullitt who's who's making so much less than he was and actually playing and staying healthy for the most part. and then that money, that the difference in salary between Melvin Bullitt and Bob Sanders is money that can be thrown towards Peyton Manning's contract next year. Now that after they franchise tagged him, you got to do it. You got to do it. So, but Pat, I appreciate that. He was good to work with based on fair market price. We came up with a good number relatively quickly. Good communication. So I appreciate that very much. Next up, a man that if you're not sub to, you should be. A man that's doing the least expensive Topps 5-star group break I have seen around. I know a number of people are doing them, but Ryan's is one of the cheapest. Now, granted, he also kept all 32 teams in, but what that does is that minimizes how much money you have to spend for your one spot. And if you get stuck with a rough team, then maybe it doesn't work out. But if you get one of the good teams, hey, you're way ahead. So definitely go subscribe to the indynoodle channel. Check out his Topps 5-star group break. He'll be jumping on blog to raffle spots off even if he needs to. He's getting the case from Chris at the Hobby Box, and so he will get that remarkably quick. Before he went on his Denver trip, he put some stuff up for sale on eBay. I perused them on forsalebytubers.com, and I found one that I liked, and I ended up winning it. And I obviously I told him it was me. I'm getting the payment, or I sent him a text message, whatever it was, and so he threw in a couple of extras. 2010 Topps Magic Joseph Adai, 2010 Topps Pat Angerer rookie, 2010 Leaf Rookies and Stars Blair White rookie, and the actual card that I won, 2009 Exquisite Collection Football, 2-color, 3-break, notable nameplates, a rookie patch of Donald Brown. So that is an excellent looking card. As I said, if you are not already subscribed, please go subscribe to Ryan right now. The aforementioned Denver trip was for him to propose to his, at the time, girlfriend, Samantha, who is now, I'm happy to report, his fiancée. So, as somebody spins out on my corner, everybody go congratulate him. Let him know that the community is, supportive of him. He's a great guy. We talked, and I gave him some, I don't want to call it 27, but old married guy advice, because I feel like I'm 80 these days. But my parents have been married for 30 years now, and my grandparents were married for over 60. So I've had a lot of advice passed down to me about marriage over the years, and so I passed some of that along to him. Finally, you guys know him and love him. I recently sent, once again, Motown Philly, Phil, Squeep at 21, this guy's way for a Michael Turner that he had for sale. Once again, found on forsalebytubers.com. jcben8, Jack. And he said, I've got something for you. It's going to be coming your way. And here it is. And boy, oh boy, I don't even know what to make of this. I don't know what part of... I imagine this is from the chest plate. But I can't put a finger on what all this is supposed to be, other than somebody who hasn't quite completed a puzzle yet. 2002 Leaf, shirt off my back, 3-color, 7-break, with like about a 6,300 stitch count. Boy, that's a ridiculous Tim Hudson patch. Wow. I think that was my exact reaction, was wow, when I took it out of the package. My goodness. So if you're not subbed to Jack, he does not make as many videos as he did before, but he is still active in the hobby. He is still buying, selling, trading. He's got a number of things that he PCs, and you guys can all check it out on his channel. But yeah, definitely go give Jack a sub, as well as Ryan, indynoodle, Sith Lord Pat, Covelli Cards R Us, Free Agent Sports, and I will put, I believe this is Green Monster Mania. I'm going to have to go back and check. And Noah, if that is you, then great. If that's not, I apologize, and I will get it right in the description box. But definitely go check out all these fine folks. I'll put the Cards 47 on eBay, his information up as well. I hope everybody's having a great President's Day. A lot of you enjoying your days off. For those of you who aren't, join the club because I had to work today too. And I will leave you with one final thought. You all have the opportunity to do right by people. And it's not until you choose to go the other way that you realize how hard it is to get in everyone's good graces, and how so much goodwill can go away so quickly. So, this is a word to the wise. Be good to people, and always remember that what you have can change very quickly. It's an honor to have people who trust you to do the right things. And you'll find out very quickly what happens when you lose that honor. So, I guess that's it. I don't want to get too preachy or whatever, but yeah, just do right by each other, and treat others how you yourself would want to be treated, I guess, is the best thing I can say. So, alright, YouTube. Peace.